So tell me why you're here today. What's going on?
Well, I came to speak today during the honor bead ceremony because I'm currently a student at Cal State Long Beach. I'm doing an education specialist credential, so going to be a special ed teacher. And basically, the problem of suicide and mental health, it's a big problem among children with disabilities and children with special needs. In fact, in special needs classrooms, as many as 1 in 4 or even 1 in 3 students have a history of suicide attempts, and it's only like 5 or 6% of the general population. So like the issue of mental health among people with disabilities is something I'm very passionate about.
Great. And can I get your name and how you spell it, please?
It's Simran Bajaj.
Okay. And how you spell your first and last name?
Simren, and last name is Bajaj.
Great. And what city are you from, Simran?
Long Beach.
Long Beach. Wonderful. And oh, sure. It was so nice to see the whole community come out. How important is it? They call it the walk out of darkness because everyone feels that they're dealing with it by themselves. But to have community around you, how important is that?
I think it's very important, and especially with what I was saying about special needs students, a lot of the time we talk about bullying and suicide, bullying and special needs students, but really what happens is generally most people are not bullying, but there's just a sense of disconnect, like not being like communication issues, maybe being left out of activities because you can't do them for whatever reason. And I think the bullying, it's just like sort of like the straw that breaks the camel's back. So I think if we can reinforce that sense of community, then that creates a buffer against bullying and against negative feelings, and that definitely helps a lot, both for people who are struggling and also for lost survivors, because of course stigma is a big problem and many do feel blamed or judged in some way. So.
And what are some of the signs of suicide? Do you know, like if somebody's has a family member or a loved one that they sense is struggling, what do they do? How can they tell?
I think one big sign is in some ways behave like with many people may not explicitly state what's going on, but things like behavioral signs like a lack of energy, lack of trouble sleeping, not eating, irritability, that's a big one, drug use. And those are all the general signs of depression and anxiety, not necessarily suicide. But specifically for suicide, what many people don't know is that a critical time to watch out is when someone's been through a period of crisis and then that crisis is averted. Like if somebody seems to be suddenly doing better, on one hand that's a sign that they might feel relieved that they have this solution to their problems. And on the other hand, it could also be as this crisis is abating, they feel the support is drying up, or they don't have a reason to be upset anymore, so they feel ashamed for still feeling affected, or they feel fearful that something bad could happen again. And that's a very crucial time for support that many people aren't aware of.
Perfect. Thank you, Simran. I really appreciate it. Let me grab that microphone off you real quick.
Oh yeah, thank you.
Let you go. Thank you so much. Thanks for
No
taking
problem.
some time.